Question today: are you faithful even knowing that you may not receive the promises in your lifetime? In Hebrews chapter 11, it begins with this: now faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. And then it goes on to list a lot of people in the Bible that you guys are familiar with: Abraham and Sarah and David, Enoch, Noah, and Rahab, Jacob, Joseph, and Moses, and many more. They were all given different promises by God. And for example, the promise of the Messiah was given to Abraham and Sarah, but they didn't receive this promise during their lifetime. They saw it from the distance, the Bible says. Abraham and Sarah, along with these men and women of faith, it says all these people were still living by faith when they died. They did not receive the things promised. They only saw them and welcomed them from a distance, admitting that they were foreigners and strangers on earth. In other words, they were not focused on this earth, but they longed for heaven. And it continues, therefore God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he prepared a city for them. And what an amazing thing that is. That it was by their faith that we remember such great people in the Bible. That they trusted when they didn't see. They relied on God. They clinged to his promises, and they had their sights towards heaven. I think we can learn so much from their examples. And because of this, because of their faith, the Bible said God is not ashamed to be called their God, and he prepared a place for them. We often consider the idea that we shouldn't be ashamed of God. But we also have to ask ourselves, are there things that we can make God ashamed of us? The people remembered in the Bible, they made mistakes. They did slip up. But it was their continual faith that they are remembered by. It is by faith that God is not ashamed to be called our God, and he waits in preparation for when we join with him in heaven.